You've been told a lie, a comforting, well-intentioned lie that's designed to make everyone feel better in the short term, but sets men up for catastrophic failure in the long term. The lie is this: her past is none of your business. Who she was before you doesn't matter, only who she is today. And we swallow this lie because we want to be good men. We don't want to be judgmental. We want to be the understanding guy, the progressive guy. But here is the brutal, uncomfortable truth that society doesn't want you to hear. Ignoring her past isn't a sign of strength. It's a form of self-sabotage. It's walking into a financial, emotional, and psychological negotiation blindfolded, hoping for the best while all the evidence of what's to come is already written in the history you're choosing to ignore. This isn't about judgment. This is about discernment. This isn't about shaming her. This is about protecting your future. Let's be clear from the start. A complicated past does not make a woman worthless. Trauma does not make her broken beyond repair. But an unprocessed past, a history of chaos with no self-awareness, that isn't just a red flag. That is a preview of your future. And today we're going to break down exactly why that is. Part 1. The blueprint of baggage. Think of a woman's past not as a closed book, but as the architectural blueprint for how she builds relationships. Every single significant experience, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every toxic dynamic, every moment of being cherished or being used is a line on that blueprint. When you meet her, you aren't getting a blank slate. You are getting a person who builds relationships according to that pre-existing blueprint. If her blueprint was drawn in an environment of distrust, she will build walls. If her blueprint was designed around chaos, she will unconsciously create drama. If her blueprint was based on being rescued, she will look for a savior, not a partner. You can come in with all the love, patience, and good intentions in the world, but you are still building on her foundation, using her blueprint. You can try to be the perfect foreman, but if the blueprint is flawed, the structure will collapse, and you will be left standing in the rubble, wondering what you did wrong. The answer is, you didn't cause the collapse. You just built on a faulty foundation. Part 2. The two ghosts you can't escape. When you enter a relationship with a woman, you aren't just dating her. You are inviting two powerful ghosts into your life. And these ghosts will live with you, rent-free, in your home, in your arguments, in your intimate moments. The first ghost is the ghost of comparison. This is the memory of every man who came before you. He's not just a name, he's a benchmark. One ex set a standard in the bedroom. Another set a standard for ambition and money. Another made her laugh in a way you haven't figured out yet. You will be compared, constantly, silently. You'll feel it in the subtle sigh when you choose a quiet night in, instead of an adventure. You'll hear it in the backhanded compliment about her friend's husband's new promotion. You'll see it in the distant look in her eyes when things get a little stable, a little too routine. You are not competing with flesh and blood. You are competing with memory. And memory is perfect because it's edited. It forgets the bad times and glorifies the highs. You can't win against a ghost. The second, more dangerous ghost is the ghost of projection. This is where her unhealed wounds become your daily battles. If a past man cheated on her, your late-night text message becomes a federal case. If a past man was a narcissist, your confident leadership feels controlling. If a past man used her for sex, your healthy desire feels selfish. You are no longer just you. You are now the representative for every man who ever wronged her. You inherit the punishment for crimes you didn't commit. You are paying off the emotional debt of another man. This is the hidden cost of a relationship. It's not just your time and money, it's your mental peace, your sense of self, your very sanity, slowly being eroded by ghosts. Part 3. The self-preservation mandate. Now at this point, the critics are screaming. They're saying, this is insecure. This is toxic. A real man wouldn't care. Let's dismantle that nonsense right now. Is it insecure for an investor to look at a company's financial history before buying stock? Is it toxic for a general to study the enemy's past tactics before going to battle? Of course not. It's called due diligence. It's called strategy. Wanting a partner who has a history of stability, loyalty, and emotional health isn't insecurity. It is the highest form of self-respect. It is the wisdom to know that your future is too valuable to gamble on a proven bad bet. Ignoring glaring red flags doesn't make you a good guy. It makes you a naive guy. And naivety in the modern dating world is a one-way ticket to financial ruin, emotional devastation, and a lifetime of regret. Let's talk about the real-world costs, the financial cost. You think love is free? Think again. When a relationship with an unstable partner implodes, and it will, you face divorce. And in the West, women initiate the vast majority of divorces. You will face alimony. You will face child support. You will watch half of everything you've built, your assets, your savings, get wiped out overnight. Her unresolved past becomes your very real, very present financial nightmare. The psychological cost. This is even worse than the money. You will become her unpaid therapist, her emotional punching bag. You will walk on eggshells, constantly managing her triggers, trying to prove you're not like the others. This will drain your confidence. It will make you doubt your own worth. It will turn a strong, mission-driven man into a hollow, anxious shell, constantly seeking the approval of someone who may never be satisfied. The cost of purpose. This is the ultimate cost. Men are built for mission, for building, creating, and conquering. But when you're trapped in a cycle of drama and managing someone's baggage, you abandon your mission. You stop building your empire and start building her ego. You stop leading your life and start following her emotions. A man who loses his purpose is no longer a man, he's a passenger. Part 4, the path forward, how to choose wisely. So what is the solution? Do you just walk away from every woman with a past? That's not the answer. The answer is to become a master of discernment. Stop asking the wrong questions. Stop focusing on body count and start focusing on behavioral patterns. Here is your new due diligence checklist. Look for accountability, not blame. Listen to how she talks about her exes. Does she take zero responsibility, painting every single one as a villain? That is a massive red flag. A healthy person can say, that relationship didn't work, and here's the part I played in its failure. Observe her conflict resolution. Does she communicate calmly to solve a problem? Or does she escalate, create drama, and use your past mistakes as weapons? How she argues with you is how she will always argue with you. It's a pattern from her blueprint. Assess her relationship with stability. Does she crave peace, or does she seem bored by it? Does she create crises out of nowhere? A woman who is addicted to the dopamine of chaos will never be satisfied with the man who provides the serotonin of stability. Most importantly, build your own mission. This is your ultimate shield. A man who is fully dedicated to his purpose, to his health, his craft, his finances, his growth, does not have the time or energy to be consumed by a woman's drama. He becomes a selector, not a beggar. His high-value life naturally repels low-value chaos. You are the prize. Your future is the prize. Your peace, your purpose, your legacy. These are the most valuable things you will ever own. Do not hand them over to someone who has a proven track record of destroying what they are given. Choosing a partner with wisdom is not hate. It is not bitterness. It is the most profound act of self-love a man can undertake. In a world that wants you blind, choosing to see clearly is your greatest rebellion. Choose wisely, build relentlessly, protect your peace at all costs. If you're ready to build that kind of life, to trade judgment for discernment and fear for purpose, then you're in the right place. If this hits something deep, like the video, share it with a brother who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Stay focused, stay intentional, and I'll see you in the next one.